What is up, guys? Welcome back to another exciting, amazing, stupendous episode of Psycho Gamer. I'm your host, Aubrey, and today we're going to go ahead and talk about a new Arcade1up head-to-head machine that's coming out within the next couple months. I'd like to thank my buddy, -1, for helping me out here on YouTube, for kind of pointing me in this direction, because I would not have known about it unless he actually pointed me in this direction. So thank you, -1. If you have not checked his channel out, go ahead and check out his channel. Give him a like, give him a subscribe if he's doing any kind of videos. And if not, just give him a shout out. I appreciate you, -1. Stay tuned. We're going to go over that next. Alright, guys, welcome back once again. Like I said, we are going to go over the newly announced Miss Pac-Man Head-to-Head arcade cabinet. Now, if many of you were like me when I was a kid back in the 80s, alright, that was a little while ago. Yes, I know. We played games like Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, and many of those other classic arcade machines that were released back in that time. Some of these games were on like a little tabletop, little flat thing that you could really sit a stool on both sides and play against each other, where it would flip, when you're playing against other people, which was really, really cool. Let you set your drink on it, and then you can play without having to worry about spilling your drink and destroying everything there. So, Miss Pac-Man obviously was announced just a few months ago to be getting a full 3/4 arcade cabinet release. Well, it seems that they've decided they're going to go ahead and release this head-to-head arcade cabinet. Not by itself, though. They're going to have it jam-packed with 7 other games. That is right, 7 games. Now, many of them, a majority of them, if not all of them, already are either going to have their own cabinets, or they've been on multiple different arcade cabinets. So we're going to go ahead and switch over into my computer here and check that out. $499.99. Release date October 15th, 2020. Now, looking at it, it's going to have your typical wood grain style look on the side with Miss Pac-Man on the side of it, which is, it's kind of typical for Arcade1up to make the stuff look like they're really meant to. You got it from an angle. Now, the thing I'm seeing, I see 3 different buttons right here. Now, I'm not as familiar with some of the other games. I'm assuming these buttons are going to be dedicated for some of these games that I'm going to tell you about here in just a minute. And there's the straight-on look. You got your on-off. You got your volume control. You got your 1-player or 2-player on the other side, as well as the 3 extra buttons. Now, the question that a lot of people are going to ask, what games are coming on it? So obviously you're going to get Miss Pac-Man. You're going to get Super Pac-Man, Pac-mania, Pac-Land, basically all the Pac-Man games other than actual Pac-Man itself. You're going to get Galaga. You're going to get Galaxian. You're also going to get Dig Dug 1 and Dig Dug 2. So really, really cool that they are going to be releasing something like this in the United States for us to be able to purchase. So if you haven't pre-ordered Miss Pac-Man yet and you're wanting to get it, but you may not necessarily have the room for the bigger one, but maybe you want to have just like a stylish machine just to kind of stick off in a corner, you could do that very easily and very effectively with this particular Miss Pac-Man. So pre-orders are up, so make sure that you get out there and pre-order if you haven't pre-ordered it yet. And that's going to do it for today's episode again, guys. If you haven't checked out -1, he's got a few videos on there for some classic games being played. Your Dig Dugs and things like that as well. So give him a shout out, tell him that I sent you his direction. I will link his YouTube channel below. Again, thank you for pointing me this direction, man. Really appreciate that. Like me, subscribe me, and share it with your friends if you haven't yet, guys. Until then, game on.